the Taiwan's badminton team or whatever won, okay?
Yes.
So as they were winning, Chinese state broadcast cut the feed because they didn't want people to see Taiwan win. Isn't that petty?
So insane.
Especially since, China claims Taiwan as its own anyway.
Yes.
So why would they not just accept the win?
It's so crazy to me because all you have to say is, Taiwan, a province of China, won.
Yes.
We are so proud for our country, China.
Yes.
But instead, they know that that's not how people think.
No.
They know Taiwan's its own country.
Yeah, they'll be like, we can't show Taiwan winning. Exactly.
It's like, you imagine literally someone pulling a plug.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you're living in China. We used to see this all the time.
Yeah.
In Guangdong, in southern China, they had special privilege to get some Hong Kong broadcasts.
Yeah, like Pearl.
But only some.
TVB Pearl.
Only
stuff.
some.
Yeah,
and it was only where we lived, right?
Yes, yeah.
And in this area, even then, if they showed something that was remotely pissed off the government, they would actually cut to some sort of footage or say like technical difficulties or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of thing that you'd expect.
It's ridiculous, yeah. Okay.
This is our China show.
Olympics.
What's our first event?
Running from the press, number one. Okay.
Yes. Okay, good. You guys might have seen we've done 2 other events
Yes.
in the past shows.
So, what's happening here?
中国队吗？
对的，
体操队吗？
哦，
你们接受采访吗？
我们只接受央视。
只接受央视的采访。哦，那其他媒体为什么他们怎么说的呢？
对，
不
对
同意的。OK， 好，谢谢啊。
So what just transpired there is this journalist, I believe from RFA,
Yes.
goes up to an athlete on the
Yeah.
gymnastics team from China and says, "Hey, do you agree to an interview?"
Yes.
And she goes, "We can only go through CCTV interviews."
Yeah, we're only
state-
allowed to be interviewed by state media,
which is Chinese state media. That's very North Korea,
Yeah.
right? And China didn't used to do this, by the way. The athletes, of course, are going to be restricted to a certain degree, right?
Yeah.
But like they would do interviews with other news broadcasts. Now the Chinese athletes aren't even talking to foreign news broadcasts.
Yeah,
Even
they're
in
not allowed to.
Chinese.
Yeah.
There's actually some other examples here. I just played them.
Okay.
不好意思啊。
不好意思。OK
She's not agreeing to interviews. They can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't want
要
to.
通过队里
She
来
says you have to
通过
go through, we have to get approved through, you have to go through them and then you can talk to us.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
我们才可以。
OK， 了解，好的。
And the way she says it, it's almost like, duh, of course that's the process.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
It's so crazy to me how like North Korean this has gotten.
Yeah.
Event 2 is called flag removal.
Yes, flag removal. Let's talk about this. It's kind of important. So, let's take a look. This is a lady from Taiwan. She's holding up a banner which is in the shape of the island of Taiwan.
Yeah.
And it says Taiwan Jiao, which means go Taiwan, right? Basically
Harmless.
completely harmless. Good luck, Taiwan.
Doesn't say the F word or anything.
No. First of all, there's nothing political here. There's no Taiwanese flag. There's nothing weird going on here. It's literally, if you're going to go support your team, and you want to say, let's go, whatever
Whatever.
your team is,
Yeah.
right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't last very long. So now a little pink is what we call them. Basically, a Chinese nationalist just ripped it out of her hands. Okay, but here's the thing: now the Olympic guys are getting involved.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you could say, oh, a nationalist did this, and then you'd be like, that guy sucks.
Sure.
But this is going beyond that now.
No, you see, first of all, the Olympic committee guy. What do you even call those guys? It's just like a staff member.
Yeah.
The staff member was on his radio asking, like, should I take this away or whatever? And before he could even take it away, this nationalist grabbed it and he, like, escorted him out. That's all good and well, right?
This is a great video, by the way, on this in the description at the bottom from a
Right.
great YouTuber from Taiwan.
Here's another one.
Médaillé de bronze.
It's just a picture of Taiwan. Someone literally has like an A4 paper of Taiwan.
It's literally the Taiwan island. There's no words in it. There's nothing.
That's not against the rules.
Yes. Okay. Now the rules in the Olympics is you're not allowed to like flash a flag, I guess.
flag of Taiwan,
But then
yeah.
why can you see all the Chinese flags in the audience?
Because Taiwan's not allowed.
Yeah. So Taiwan's not allowed
Because
to.
the Olympics won't recognize it, and China actually got the committee to change the law,
Yeah.
so you can't do that.
Yeah, because you can see everywhere there the red Chinese flag, right?
Yes.
This is not a political statement. This is
a
literally a picture of the island.
Of land.
Yes. They're like, oh, what's going to happen?
Medalists Aaron Chia and So.
That's Olympic staff.
Yeah.
right? that
That
Olympic
that
stuff?
could have been a
Or radio?
nationalist. Who knows?
Well, they had a
Probably.
radio
Yeah.
on.
But this over here is Olympic stuff. And look at what's happening here. The guy literally has a sign, like a banner, that says Taiwan.
Doesn't have the flag. Doesn't have like Taiwan is an independent country.
Yep.
Which it is.
Yes.
It doesn't have any of this stuff. It just says Taiwan.
Dude,
Like it doesn't exist, guys?
here's the thing. Like, if you're from China and your team, because like, okay, China thinks that Taiwan belongs to it, that it's a province, right?
Yes.
So what if you're from Sichuan province, right?
Yeah.
You go to watch and your badminton player there is from Sichuan and you held up a sign that says Sichuan, go Sichuan, or just Sichuan.
That's fine.
That's
They
fine.
won't ban that.
But you can't hold up Taiwan.
So even using the logic, like the pro-democracy people think Taiwan's its own self-governing
Taiwan is
entity,
100%
right?
its own country, yeah.
But China doesn't think so,
No.
right? And that we disagree with that opinion. But even if you agree with that opinion, this doesn't make sense.
No.
Because why can't you say one province that you're voting for or you're
that
rooting
you're
for?
rooting for, yeah. So,
I zoomed in on this guy.
did?
He's like, what the F?
yeah, it's like, why are you taking away my sign?
I would be pissed off too, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like you're stealing my sign. I just literally want to
know what-
support my people.
You know what pisses me off the most about this?
What?
Everyone looks disgusted there, as
Yeah.
they should be.
They're like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, right? The thing that
Yeah.
pisses me off the most about this is that this is in France, dude.
Yeah.
This
It's not
is
in
happening
China.
in France. This
Yeah.
is not happening. I would 100% expect this in China. In fact, if he did this in China, he'd be thrown in jail.
Yeah.
But this is in France. You should
Yeah.
be able to do this. And I understand the Olympics has rules about no political statements and things like
Yes.
that. I get that. But this isn't a political statement.
No.
This is a place. This is a landmass.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say country.
No, it just says Taiwan.
Yeah.
That's the ridiculous thing, is that it's
This is going to be Streisand
know.
effect. This is
Absolutely.
a bad idea. Do we have a Streisand?
not
I
at
think
the
we got rid
moment.
of that.
Yeah, we got rid of it. Anyway, so here we have them. Yeah, here they're like,
Tell me the reason.
Wait, can you tell me the reason?
yeah, there they go, snatching their signs again. Another like innocuous sign that's just like Jayo, Taiwan, Jayo. That's the Olympic staff just being complete a-holes.
I mean, I don't think this is a personal opinion of each staff member. But they've been told, right?
Yeah. You know, it gets a little more ridiculous, actually. This is from the other, like, angles.
There's nothing. There's no flag.
See, here's another one. She's saying there's nothing, there's no flag.
There's nothing. There's no flag. There is nothing. There's flag. There is nothing.
Isn't that ridiculous? So, anyway. There's, we're going to now introduce you to a little bit of a snitch culture. So this lady was spotted. You saw the guys who were grabbing the signs, right? Here they all are. She was spotted snitching on the Taiwanese audience that were holding up signs. So what you can see here is she's showing photos on her phone to them of the people who were holding up signs, see?
Yeah.
And pointing out where they
Hey,
are.
go get that guy with the Taiwan flag, or
Yeah,
the
go
Taiwan
see that guy
banner,
over there.
or-
He has a banner, or he was holding up a banner or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
This is not very surprising because snitch culture is very much a part of the communist China. You know, ever since the Communist Party took over, you've always incentivized to snitch on your family.
Yeah,
or
whether this person was a
neighbors
state employee or not, we don't know.
Yeah, we
right?
don't know.
Nobody knows. This is all over Taiwanese social media. Nobody knows.
People are speculating that she works for the Chinese government.
Who knows, though?
But it's not. You know, we can't say that she does. We don't know. But she was coming out, and the weird thing is that she was giving Chinese souvenirs to the staff over there.
Who's that person standing?
I have no idea.
They're like height boosters.
I have no idea.
你好，你好，你好。刚刚你是不是？
我在给组委会的工作人员，他们问我要聘，我就给他们发了一些聘。
啊，原来如此，没关系，谢谢。
不要聘是吧？
可是恭喜。
I like how she's wearing a Beijing 2022 mask.
A little out of date.
Yeah, I guess.
Hopefully that's not from then, because
No, it's not.
你们拿了没有？
Yes.
对，我们是这个。
I want to remember the COVID days.
Yeah, the good old days that I'm
Yeah,
locked in my apartment for a year.
So anyway, the
You
thing
get
is,
the
she's she has been spotted handing little souvenirs to the staff around there and stuff. So people are speculating that she might work in an official capacity.
Oh, I see.
You know, and so she's giving like little Chinese pins or whatever
Okay.
to the staff. Whether she does or not, that's hard to say. But one thing is for sure is that she was photographed pointing out where the Taiwanese people were to the staff and showing pictures on her phone of where they are.
Yeah, it was going around the Taiwanese internet. That's why I linked those 2 Taiwanese videos below from the YouTube. You can turn on subtitles. It's in Chinese, but you can turn on subtitles in English, and he covers this pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the be-all and end-all of that. It's pretty crazy to me that in Paris, France, I get that it's the Olympics and it has the Olympic rules or whatever, but in Paris, France, people are so limited to being able to represent a landmass, not in an official capacity, from a fan base capacity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be one thing if, let's say, okay, we're not going to let political discussion come into here, so you can't bring a sign in that says Taiwan is not a part of China, is an independent country, and I support Taiwanese independence. Okay, like I personally think you should be able to do that.
Yeah.
But let's just say you ban political statements. That's fine, right? You can't go in there and say you're not allowed to show a shape of a landmass.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
No, that doesn't make sense. Or you can't, like the name.
Yeah, the
Taiwan.
name. It's still a name.
Well, you can see how sensitive the Chinese government is about this. The fact that they pull the live stream when the Taiwanese team wins.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely ridiculous.
That's great. You know, people go, when is this going to backfire? Because there's only so much you can hide. And you have to understand that China's put in so much of their GDP, of their state resources, to censor domestically what people can see and do in China. So you understand this is not something that's like building up. This is something that's being covered up more and more, and there's more and more incentive to cover it up.
Correct.
So you're only getting better at it.
So it gave me a bit of a shock in the beginning.
If you ate a urinal cake, but you pissed on it first, and you added salt to it.
It does have a slight hint of urinal cake. Hey, look, he's got the Laoban posture with that. Arms behind the back. Yeah, he does.
They call this the forest of bees.
The forest of bees. The bees are everywhere.
Midges and mosquitoes.
Listen to the bees. Smoking dope in the morning before school opens up, selling crack in the halls, popping pills at lunch.
What a wonderful song.
Yeah.
What a wonderful song.
When I close my eyes, I can almost sing it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind